Okay, good morning everyone. So our lesson for today is the application of theorems on triangle inequalities. So as you can remember, we already discussed 5 theorems. So the first one is SSAA. The second one is AASS. The third one is S sub 1 plus S sub 2 is greater than S sub 3. And yesterday we discussed the hinge theorem and the converse of hinge theorem. Okay? So we're going to apply all these theorems for this lesson. Okay? So let's have this first example. Find the range of the possible values for x. So remember the condition for hinge theorem or converse of hinge theorem. The sides of the two triangles must be congruent. So let's check that first. So we have here the first side. This side is congruent to this side. So that's one pair. And this side is congruent to both of the triangles because of reflexive property, right? So it follows the condition that the two triangles must have two sides that are congruent. So therefore, we can use either hinge theorem or converse of hinge theorem. So now we're going to identify whether angle JHE is greater than the angle EHG. Okay, so these are the given sides. Third side for JE is 11. The third side for the second triangle is 9. So which one is greater than? So JHE, so this one must be greater than EHG, right? Because the opposite of this angle is 11, while this one, the opposite is 9. So we can write that as an inequality. So we have 6x plus 15 is greater than 65. So this will be our inequality. Okay, so our task here is to find the range of the possible values for x. So since we now have the equation, the inequality 6x plus 15 greater than 65, so all we need to do is to find x. So the first is to transpose positive 15, so it will become 6x is greater than 65 minus 15. So it will become negative. Then 6x is greater than 65 minus 15. That will give us 50. Then to get x, we have to divide both by 6. Okay, so therefore x is greater than 50 divided by 6. That will give us 8.3. Okay, so x is greater than 8.3. But what we're trying to find here is the range. So we must get the limit. Okay, so we already have x greater than 8.3, right? So to find the limit, we're going to equate this 6x plus 15 must be less than 180, right? Because the measurement of that angle must be less than 180 since it is just part of a triangle. So same procedure, we have to transpose this. So we'll have 6x is less than 180 minus 15. So 6x equals is less than 180 minus 15 will give us 165, and divide that by 6. So x is less than 27.5. Okay? So we can have this in our conclusion that x should be greater than 8.3 but less than 27.5. Okay? So remember, because this is inequality, there's no exact uh, number that is equivalent to x. We can only have the range. So the range for this angle JHE is greater than 8.3 but less than 27.5. Okay? So what we're going to cover now is the exterior angle theorem, which states that the measure of each exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the measures of its two remote interior angles. So we already discussed this last time, right? So if this is the triangle and one of its side is extended, so we'll have four angles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 is the angle 4 is the exterior angle, and that is equal to the sum of the remote interior angle, which are angle 1 and angle 2. So if you add 1 and 2, it will be equal to 4. Okay. We also have the hinge theorem, so which states that if two sides of one triangle are congruent to the two sides of another triangle, but the included angle of the first triangle is larger than the included angle of the second triangle, then the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second triangle. So name the property of equality or inequality shown by following mathematical expression. So the first one is we added positive 5 on both sides. So this is addition property. This one, so 3x becomes x, 15 becomes 5. So what happened? We divide both by 3. So this is division, divide by 3 or multiply by 1/3. Multiply both sides by 1/3. So this is multiplication property. Number 3, uh, we divided by 2. So that is division property. Number 2 could also be division property if you divide both by 3. Number 4, they change their position. So this is symmetric property. This one, 3m plus 5 becomes just 3m and 20 becomes 15. So we subtracted 5 on both sides. So this is subtraction property. Or if you want to use addition property, so that will be adding negative 5 on both sides. Okay. So this will be your activity for this day. Use the figures below to complete the statement by writing greater than, less than, or congruent. So you just have to analyze the figure. We have here AG, where is AG? A to G, then DG. So you can see there they have their symbol. So what are you going to use? Next is GB. Where is GB? This one, GB. And GC, this one. So there's no symbol, so we can't say that they are congruent, but as you can see, we have here a triangle. Okay, so this is a triangle wherein two of the base angles are congruent. So that means this must be an isosceles triangle, right? And if this is an isosceles triangle, therefore, this side and this side are what? Okay, next, AB and DC. So this is AB and this is DC. So they have their measurement there. So you can uh, already get what is the answer, right? Greater than or less than. Okay, next on this one, we have angle S and is blank to angle T. So this is angle S, this is angle T. They have their measurement there. STU, STU. So this one is blank to YUT. YUT is the exterior angle. Right? Then we have SUT, SUT, this one, YUT, YUT. So it's obvious, right? Who's greater than or less than. So that's it. This will be your activity for today.